think it's time for another unscripted and unedited toy review. This time I'm gonna be, I don't know why I'm giggly today. Alright, this time I'm gonna be taking a look at the Gamer Edition Megatron. I screwed that up immediately. This is the Gamer Edition Megatron. It's Gamer Edition number 4, and it's from War for Cybertron, which is an amazing game. That's why I got this figure. I love that game. I love this design of Megatron. And so let's just start talking about the damn thing. Now, immediately you could tell that this thing is pretty game accurate. Except for this cannon. I mean, someone's going to get mad at me about this, but the cannon is not really game accurate at all, whatsoever. But speaking of the game, it was a very fantastic game. I know someone's going to be all upsetty spaghetti that I don't talk about the thing that this comes from, but yeah, it was a great game. I mean, I still own it, but I don't have a console to play it on anymore, so pain. But immediately looking at the detail on this thing, we're going to start with the head and the face. Look at that. Look at that detail. If my shitty iPhone can even get it. Let me try zooming in so it looks a little better. Yeah, now you can probably see, right? No, it's still blurry AF. Man, I hate this fucking iPhone. But anyway, detail is amazing, and if you look very closely, the little outlines and the little outlines and stuff make it look like the Decepticon logo on his face from his helmet. Yeah, ain't that just great? Now moving on to the detail of his chest, you can see it's got that very nice, squared off, pointy look with the 3 whatever vents on there, and the Decepticon logo right there. Now one thing I love about this design is the bunches of purple, or Energon purple as I should call them, or as I should call it. It's just, it adds a dash of color to Megatron other than the grays and the reds and the blacks and the whatever color schemes they have going on for this guy. I kind of wish we would get a Gamer Edition Megatron in an Armada color scheme. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. Anyways, let's move on down. The crotch area actually has a bit more detailing, but a little more of that purple that I love looking about. It is amazing. Now, I just realized I forgot to talk about the arms. And the arms are asymmetrical for a reason, because that's how he looks in the game. Let's go to his fusion cannon arm real quick. You got some very nice detailing of some piping or some smokestacks or whatever here, some vents, the red shoulder blade or pad or whatever you want to call it on his bicep. It looks very good. Now going down to his fusion cannon arm, it does come off, and that actually reveals a little more detail for us in this dark gray color. It's even got a hinge joint with that peg, because these pegs, you actually can stick other Gamer Edition guns to it. I find that really cool, and it's just a great gimmick all around. Anyway, let's talk about the arm while I have it disconnected. He's gonna fall over. Let's talk about the arm since I have it disconnected. It looks great. Like, the amount of sculpt detail, even on the fist area, it is really great with the hinges and the mechanical detailing. It's great. There's no mechanical detailing in there, though, which is upsetting, but yeah, who cares? Now let's talk about his fusion cannon real quick. It bums me out that it's all one solid black color, because, like, if you take a close look, if my iPhone could render, if you take a close look, it's got amazing sculpting and sculpted detail on it, and it just looks amazing all around. Like, I just wish it wasn't, like, this solid black color. Anyway, that's my only gripe with the fusion cannon, so, yeah. And let's on the other arm, you got this big old shoulder spike thingy going on, a shoulder spike pad going on with different mechanical detail. If I just lift that up, you see all this different mechanical detail that's not on this arm, which is actually very cool. I like it. And then down here, you got more of that asymmetry with the arm going under here, this mechanical detailing, same with the fist on the other side, but on this side, we get a red forearm pad with 3 little spikes coming out of it. Now, I think that's cool. I mean, look at this over here. Fully red, but on this side it's not fully red. That's dope. I like that. Now down to the leg working. A lot, like I said before, a lot of good mechanical detailing. Even on the inner thigh, even though that screw cap is there. A lot of inner mechanical detail, and it's great. Now down to the calves, or lower legs as you want to call them. You get more of that darker, well, it's not as dark as the Fusion Cannon's color, but it's a nice darkish gray, like charcoal gray or something. And it includes a little more of that purple that I love looking at so much. Like, purple is a perfect color for Megatron. No wonder Beast Wars Megatron is still one of the best ones out there. It's because he's a purple dinosaur. Now, moving on to the feet, I accidentally bent it inward. You don't get much detail, but you do get some, I believe it's like rivets or panels, just a bunch of paneling detail. You do get some of that on the underside, but, what are you going to do? Alright, now I'm going to transform this guy. Now, this guy's transformation is something that I honestly didn't expect when I first transformed it. Come on. So you gotta go to both arms, you gotta flip them in. At least this arm's easier, because it's got those little spikes. You put the arms in, get the arms straight like this, and then what you want to do is you want to fold these up. I've already done that. So I'm going to put a pause on that real quick, and I'm going to go down to the legs. Now the legs you want to twist inwards like this, and fold these out that I didn't talk about because I'm an idiot. Fold these out. Then you want to unfold his whole leg section. Now you want to fold these up because it's going to make it easier to fold in the foot. Get in the fold in the foot. There we go. Then you just bring this up and lock that like that. Now you want to do the same thing on the other side. Just fold the toe in, flip up the foot like that, click, bam. Now, what you have to do next is, it doesn't say to do this in the instructions, but I like to turn the head around, just because. But you want to take the chest, and fold it down just like that. Then what you want to do is go to the back here, this little back pod that I never talked about because I'm a moron. You fold it up, and you twist this all the way around, so it looks like that. Now we want to turn the figure back around. We want to get this arm up into place, double hinge it up so where it looks like this, and then these two holes are going to have these two pegs go into them. So you want to fold in this, and no, this butterfly joint cannot be accessed in the robot mode, which is a pain. And you want to plug these in like that. Make sure that's all folded up. Then you want to come to the other arm, make sure it's all straight, turn the figure around, and you want to do the reverse bend this way. And this is just going to plug in to, I don't know if you can see that in there, but basically this peg's going to plug into this hole, and then these are going to sit right there on the waist. Now we want to come back over to the legs and bend them all the way up until they're supposed to clip into here, but you want to do it until, I'm going to do it on this side so I can show you. You want to fold them up until these little pegs go into these little holes back here. Fold it up, plug that in, and then bam. Then you take the fusion cannon, shove it in his face, and you have tank mode. Then you have tank mode. It's a fun little Cybertronian tank. Now, I know he has a club or whatever, a mace, that's supposed to go on the top, but I find that stupid, and I'm not talking about it because it's way too big, and it's just a dumb accessory. I know I'm going to get slandered for that, but this is an awesome-looking tank. Is it game accurate? Yeah, pretty game accurate to what I can tell. I mean, not 100% game accurate, but it's a tank. I mean, look at all the detail that's revealed on here. I mean, obviously, it's just the, well, you do get some new detail, like this purple right here. And obviously the back of the calves and the front of the calves or legs become the back of there, the arm, all this. All of it is just, you've seen most of this detail already. The only new detail that I can spot is this little bit of purple right here. Is that just a me issue? Probably. Anyway, it's a fun little tank. It's very fun. I like, you can just, it doesn't have any wheels on it, so, and oh my, yeah, there's that. You probably throw it at people, but yeah, there's no wheels, so you can't, you know, just do that. But hey, it's supposed to hover, so you could just whoosh him around if you felt like it. Anyway, this tank mode's amazing. I love it. And this figure overall is amazing, and I love it. I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10. I give it a solid 9 out of 10. You should definitely pick one of these up if you can. Either on the Big Bad Toy Store, Show Z Store, or at your local Walmart. It does not matter. Just pick one of these up if you have the money. This was like $45. Well, for me anyway, it was like $45. But yeah, definitely pick one up.